I've been all in my phone, I got options, and I don't wanna tell you to drop it.
Hey you guys, welcome back to yet another good vloggy vlog. We're switching things up just a little bit. Today I'm going to do a chit chat, basically a good little chit chat vibe with my girl Imani. So we're just gonna sit here and have some good girl talk over some wine. And it's crazy because today is Wednesday, so it just plays out so well, you know, a good little wine Wednesday. We're about to get into this good old chit chat or whatever. So I'm gonna let you pause it right now so you can go get your wine and, you know, get prepared to come back and, you know, have some wine with us as we talk about some good old girly topics. What? Okay, so I'm sure you're back now with your wine. So let's get into this girl chat. So this is Imani. So me and Imani met, like, how long has it been now?
Literally probably like 3 months. When is it? May. It was like May.
May.
We started like chit-chatting on Instagram in like May.
We did.
Yeah, it's like May.
And I was like looking for models and stuff, you know, from me previously saying like I moved here, I've been trying to look for models and everything. And of course, Imani came, look at her. She came to mine. So I was like, oh yeah, she'd be perfect. So ever since then, honestly, we just been really like kicking it for real. Ever since then.
It was good from the start.
It was.
We vibed.
We did.
She bought Chick-fil-A. That was it, girl. That was all she had
We
to
really
do.
did. We really did vibe from the beginning. That's like a little soft intro, whatever. Now we're gonna get to the questions and topics that we just want to chat about. So to start, why did you move to LA?
With the long version or the short version?
Whatever version you want to get.
Okay. So I graduated from college, from IU. Anybody knows. 2020, right when COVID happened. And supposed to work, I had been working for Urban Outfitters for a couple years. And I had got my dream like internship with them to work at their like home office in Philly.
Okay.
And then when COVID happened, this was like fresh start of COVID. They canceled the whole internship. I worked can you cuss on yours?
Yeah, girl.
Okay.
We say that a little cuss word every now and then.
I worked my ass off my entire senior year to like get that internship. That was like my dream job after graduation, and it got canceled. And they just left us like high and dry. They were like, yeah, it's canceled. Okay, apply next time. So I was like, okay, what else am I gonna do? And then I knew a lot of people. One of my best friends was coming to LA, or she was already here. So I was like, okay, like this is the next best thing. I found a way, and I was like, let me just get in while I can.
And I guess I can bounce off that and say like, well, you know, I moved here for my brand and all of that stuff. So basically coming from South Carolina, I definitely looked at LA like, you know, this could help me potentially grow my brand. It's just more inspiration here and stuff like that. So that's a part of why I moved here, just to throw it in there.
Did you tell them how fresh you are here?
Oh, I'm fresh. They know. The girl is super fresh. I think it's what, 6 months now?
Okay.
And how long have you been here?
It'll be 3 years in December.
3 years.
Yeah.
And you was here during COVID.
Yes.
So how was your experience here during COVID versus like how it is now? What do you think?
I moved here like December 2020, so it was like cold, dead. When I first came, it was a lot of like they were super shut down here. And then like a couple months after I moved, they did like a soft opening of everything, and then they closed it down again when outbreaks came. So it was like up and down. I feel like the first year and a half just didn't count because it was just, I really was by myself. All I was doing was like online shopping, decorating the house. Yeah. I would go on drives. I would make like a list of like all of the things that I heard of on TV, and I would just go past.
Honestly, that's what I feel like we were all doing. Like it was just online shopping,
heavy.
Which is crazy because I feel like I feel like for brands too, sales are really high then because it's like people were online shopping. It's like you wouldn't think that because we wasn't able to go outside for real. But I guess everybody was like, let's line these outfits up for when it's time to outside come. It's time to be back in the street. Do you plan on living here for long? Like, what do you think? Even though I kind of know how
I know you already know. I always said that I wanted to live in New York, so when I was gonna go to Philly, I was like, that's close enough. I really have always seen myself being like an East Coast girly. So I think
you gonna go back to the East Coast?
Well, I never even went, so
you never. You've been like in the middle.
I've went before, but I mean, I've never like lived there, of course. So I definitely want to. I think I owe it to like the inner old younger me to go. I do want to go, but I feel like even though I've been here for 3 years, I feel like life is like just now picking up here. like I'm getting booked more, I'm working more. I feel like I'm finally like making the connections and the friends that I need. And I feel like I owe it to myself to like give it some more time. But eventually I do want to go to the East Coast. I have a property here, but like I don't think I'll like stay forever.
Yeah, and I guess for me, like coming from the East Coast, it's like I'm trying to stay away because think about I've been there since.
Aren't you from the South?
No, I'm from the East Coast. I'm on the East Coast.
Really?
South Carolina, that's the East Coast.
I don't know my map.
So yeah, I definitely don't see myself going back to the East Coast. I don't know.
But like anywhere else, like you don't have to go back home.
I don't, but I thought about New York too, I'm not gonna lie, but New York is super expensive. Yeah, it is. Girl, it's expensive.
Well, I feel like LA is just as expensive, but you get
more
you get more space for your money
in New York.
Yeah.
How do you view the going out scene here? What do you have to say about it? Because we have so many stories about the whole LA going, you know how it is.
Yeah, I feel like I've tried it all now in my time here, and I'm just kind of over it. I will say going out during the week is a lot more fun than going out on the weekends here. Like you'll have, personally, from my experience, and the people I go out with, they would agree
that going out during
the week is more fun
than the weekends.
Yeah. I will say that like I think if you're trying it and if you're new, you should go to all the places that like you hear about, like Highlight Room and all that stuff. It's good to like experience, but I have more fun like ending up at like random like mansion parties or something like that because it's 9 times out of 10. Oh, any day. I'd rather go
my
to
girl said any day.
Any day. The clubs, the weekday for sure, but I feel like I'd rather be at somebody's house party because like house parties, you don't know what you could get in LA. Like you could be in this like random neighborhood and it's like, oh, this is such a quaint, nice little place, have a good party. Or you could be at Diddy's house. Like it just, you never know. Like
I guess you never really know.
Yeah.
See, I haven't had too much outside time, I feel like, in these 6 months. Have I?
I feel like you had a good two.
It's like when I first got here, I feel like I was outside a little bit. That's crazy because people who was meeting me was like, I thought you were the type to be outside because when you first got here, you was outside. I'm like, low key, it was only because of my birthday and it was just so much happening. I was trying to get, the feel of LA. But I don't know. I don't know how to judge outside here. I feel like the outside here, you don't like it.
I mean, like, like every time
you have to do a lot. I feel like
you do have to do
certain places. You gotta be on the guest list. It's not just the easy. You gotta know this person. You gotta know that person. Yeah. I feel like it's just.
It is. It's too much work going out to the clubs if I don't have a table.
Yeah.
That's
not
a chill night. I need a like rundown of like questions.
You got to, and I feel like you need that to have fun for real. Like wherever you go, because it's like I said, it's a hassle. Yeah. And personally, me, I don't like to wait outside. So
I don't do that. The lines are so ghetto. Who does that? Again, but I'm really not outside. I feel like I'm a grandma. I'm outside for the right reasons. Like it has to be like a good reason.
That's how I've been feeling.
I'm halfway
lately.
outside.
That's how I've been feeling lately. Like I feel like my main thing with me going outside is like, can I network from it? Right. Can I do this from it? Because I've never been like a club type person. Granted, I did go out last weekend with Z and all of them. I went outside and that was fun because I feel like sometimes we need that type of break from life a little bit because I just been stressed with my brand and everything. So I feel like that was a good balance for me to be able to like, I'm gonna go outside with my girls, get a little ratchet, drink.
You have fun.
I had fun. It was really fun. So making friendships here, was it easy making friends in LA or?
Girl, bitches are weird. To be completely honest, I just started being okay with the fact that like I have a small circle. When I first got here, I was like, I need a big social life. Like I see all these big groups of friends, and it used to make me feel away. And even when I was like around a smaller group of like people, I could just tell that these like certain bitches just didn't like me. Like it was like, why am I even around you? Like what am I benefiting from this friendship? Oh, I could feel it. It was like you could definitely tell, especially since I was so new and I wasn't really like, I wasn't getting booked that much. I was just chill on Instagram. I was really getting my start. And like you could tell, like they were like, what does she have to offer? Yeah. And since they couldn't tell what I had to offer, they weren't really like fucking with me like that. And you could tell it was like so just like not genuine. I will always get anxiety, like, oh my God, let me do this right, let me do that right. And for like a good year, it was like that. And I hated it. I hated it so much. I was so unhappy, like mentally. And then like I've done some like healing and just been like more comfortable with like myself. And I'm just like, that was too much fucking work. I'll never put myself in that position again. Fuck you guys. Nothing came from me, but like,
right.
And I just like learned to accept, like, I know what I have to offer. Don't be around people who don't like you for no reason. And I feel like since then it's been to adjust to like being here. Like being here is not for the weak. Like if you can survive,
it's not.
If you can survive in LA, you can survive anywhere. Like this is the town of like no one's gonna fuck with you if you don't have anything to offer. If they don't see potential in you, it's always what they could get from you. What it's just it's a very transactional place. Yeah. You gotta find your circle.
You do. You really do. And I feel like from the circle of meeting you guys, like so far, that's been enough for me, honestly. Yeah. Because I've seen how it can be from other people, and it's just like, I just can't rock with it. Because I'm like so used to like, you know how my friends are from back home, like gatekeeping certain things so they don't want you to get above. The gatekeep is crazy.
I never gatekeep except my nails. I'm never telling you bitches where I get my nails. Now you are not about to fuck up my appointments. I did. I told my homegirls, but that's it. Don't nobody ask me. If you know, you just know.
Show the nails. Show the nails. You know, you gotta zoom in on that one. But yeah, it's just, I don't know. I feel like coming here, a lot of people do say like, when you got here, you already had friends. Yeah. I knew people. Like I didn't come here alone. Like I knew.
Same.
Yeah, you too. Like I came here knowing like Z, like other people, friends were back home.
Like I came here with my best friend from college. My family lives here too, but we're not like, it's not like I see them on like a regular basis, but I do have comfort in knowing like, okay, if something.
You have someone.
Yeah, I have someone, yeah.
And see, I don't. So it's like, okay. Yeah. And I came here with no family and then really no friends for real. Just people I knew of. So it was kind of, I guess it kind of made it easier because I heard that some people move to different cities so far away and they know nobody. Yeah. So I can imagine like trying to.
That's how I feel about going to New York. It's just like I don't know anybody.
I wouldn't know nobody there.
I don't know a peep there.
No, I don't think so. No.
I know like people that I graduated with, but they're like, you know, we weren't like BFFs and stuff like that. So that's how I feel about going there too. It's just like, so now's the time to do it. Like we're young.
We're young. That's how I feel. Like. This is
definitely girl, she's 30. Oh my God.
This girl like she's so like, girl, you still in your prime. The 26 is
I feel like 30 is gonna be like, ooh.
I ain't gonna lie. I feel like 30 is gonna be
30 is gonna be real cute.
I'm like, okay, if I look like this right now, 30 gonna be a like grown body, the gym body.
Sure. Yes, the grown gym body.
The grown and gym body. That's what's giving.
But just the thought of like not being able to say like you're 25 anymore is just like sad.
The 20 has a little twang to it. It's just, I'm 26. It gives like, I'm not settling down. Since we're talking about settling down, let's get into the TT for real. So how do you think? What's your experience with men here in LA? What's your thought about men here in LA? Because we have different
sassy.
Yeah, I've heard that. When I first got here,
sassiest bunch of men I've ever experienced in my entire life. I've never.
They're like the girl of the relationship. I've heard.
They are so just. I have no other words to explain it other than sass. Just like you'll see a nice car, but really it's leased, it's rented. Like there's no pink slip. Like it's just like, but they're just
so
like.
So it's just flexers.
It's a lot of flexers here for sure. The chain's probably fake, or they spent everything on their chain and they probably have like 5 different roommates and like the same fucking jacket. And
I think coming here, the main thing was people saying like the dating scene here is terrible. Like I think a lot of people just said the same thing. They said the men want you to chase them here, and I feel like that's very much true. Like guys here, like I feel like back on the East Coast, it was more like men would approach you. But here, mind you, I have had men approach me here. Mind you, I've had men approach me here, but
the ones who approach you sometimes don't have much to lose. So they're just doing it. Like, they're very bold. They're very, very bold.
I do feel like it's true, though. People that say the men here want you to approach them. And I get that vibe. I've seen it. I've seen it happen. They want you to approach them. And it goes back into what you said, sassy. Have you had any, like, terrible experiences here with men in LA that you were just like,
oh my God,
What's
too many to count.
What's the worst?
I remember before I got here, I had this like little Insta boo, and I thought he had a really good career. He's worked with some good people, and I just thought he was like living large. Like I thought, like when I came to LA, we were about to be kicking it in his crib, like him buying me everything. Not even necessarily buying me everything, because at that time I wasn't as hip to getting spoiled as I am now by men, but like I just had such like a different like expectation when I got here. Like we were at my house 24/7. I don't even think he had a place to call his own at the time. He didn't even have a car. Like I was picking him up and taking, he got me at a really good time because I was very young and naive. This was like freshly like here, and he was like one of the few people that I knew here before I came. So he got me good. Like he got me good at the time because I was so just naive. I was like, he's so, not that I thought he was so famous, but I definitely thought he was a little somebody. But like everything is not what it seems here. Like I mean, I'm sure people probably know him like here and on Instagram, but that doesn't mean he has like all of these great things or even qualities. So he was always here, and I would literally have to like make up random things just for him to leave because I didn't know how to say like, how many days do you plan on being here? And now I just have a rule, like men aren't even allowed in my house anymore. Like that's not,
because that's crazy.
Yeah.
I haven't really had a crazy experience, I don't think.
Yeah, you came here and got booed up. You came straight to it.
No, me.
You got straight to it. Let's talk about it.
So, are we jumping the topics right now? Like,
Does the vlog know that?
but not too much.
Okay.
Not too much.
He's
but
cute. Yeah.
I be telling him, like, damn, you didn't let me, I didn't even hit the streets for real.
There's nothing there, bro.
I know, that's why I don't care. It's nothing in
You're not
these
missing
streets.
in these
And I was like, you
streets.
know what? I don't care, honestly, because these streets ain't worth it.
No,
so.
they're not.
But yeah, as soon as I got here, I kind of feel like I was just like snatched up.
Yeah.
How would you describe your love life right now? What is it giving?
It's giving very much so. I'm in my 20s and I'm dating.
You just dating. You just trying to figure out what you really want. You looking for marriage.
I do want to get married. I feel like the next person I'm in a relationship, I do really want to like stay with, bring home to the family. I really haven't had like a real relationship since college. That was my last like official like boyfriend. That was almost like 5-ish years ago.
Really?
I don't know. I am dating and it's fun, but I mean like dating, like I'm letting people take me out. I'm not like sleeping around. I'm still really I'm picky with that.
Yeah, you're just dating around as in like seeing what you like. On dates. I get that.
It's good to know what you like do and don't like. I definitely have found out more of what I don't like than anything, but
because I agree. I feel like I'm definitely in a stage right now where I'm like, I'm trying to date to marry, like for marriage. Like,
do you feel like you ever actually like dated like in your early 20s? Like,
oh, not you dropping the topics on me.
I know. Like,
do I feel like I've dated? I've always been like a relationship type girl.
Yeah.
But I feel like I can stand by knowing that it won't ever be a problem for me to be like, I never got to date around or this and that. I just feel like it because even when I started, I've been single. No, not really. No, I've only had maybe like 3 boyfriends. Not even, that's counting a high school, which don't count. So maybe
I was about to say 2.
No,
2
so honestly,
and 1 was high school.
So honestly, probably, truly, 1 boyfriend. Because I had like 2 in high school and then, 1 boyfriend for real.
Yeah.
After that breakup, I kind of was single, dating around. Well, seeing what I like and seeing what I don't like. And now coming to LA, I was like, okay, back to probably more dating. I want to say like text, like maybe it wasn't serious, nothing serious. And then
whatever is here.
Yeah, nothing. Yeah. And then it's like, did that, and then now it's like, met the guy or whatever. And I'm like, truly like thinking on it, I'm like, I'm fine with knowing I didn't date as much. Because I feel like when you click with someone, you just know.
Yeah.
Like you want to just pour your all into that person. It's like, why pour into the person I know who I feel like kind of is meant for me compared to these other ones that might not even really be doing. It's like a waste of energy. And I don't like to give too much of my energy to different men, honestly. That's why I think I'm such a lover girl. Like I like to dabble into one person.
That's literally me, but I've always been wanting to like be in a relationship, and I've had to realize that like not everyone you talk to you're gonna be in a relationship with. And I've had to learn that the hard way. And I also had to learn to like differentiate them and okay, like, you know, this isn't going to be your boyfriend, so what are you going to do with it now?
Right.
Before I would be like, okay, he's not my boyfriend, like, dead it.
Mm-hmm.
But that was so lonely. And like, loneliness is good, but I've had years of like, no, I know exactly what I want, I'm not going to get it, like, I'm just not going to do it. But now it's just like, I'm only, like, now that I feel like I'm getting older, it's just like, live your life a little bit more, like, have more fun, like, experience people. And I'm learning more to like, okay, just because like they ask you on a date doesn't mean like if they're not your boyfriend you have to like dead them. Like, you can make connections, they could be friends, like, you need to network, like, things like that. So I feel like my perspective has changed with how long I've been single, but I still know exactly like what I want.
What
I
you
do
want
want a relationship.
Mm-hmm.
But dating is interesting because I feel like I never really dated. Like, I feel like
I'm not knocking dating for real. I feel like dating definitely helps you find your person. Like, it lets you know what you don't like, what you do like. It's just like, I'm just such a lover girl.
Yeah, for sure. I agree with that.
To where I'm just like, when I find my person, like, I be looking for marriage as soon as
all the
like
time. And that sometimes I do
like,
feel
are we
like,
gonna get married?
yes. Do you want to be my husband or not?
Do you want a second date in and I really like you? I'm like, so I'm already thinking about marriage.
I usually have a lot of first dates because the second date is just like, you're not my husband, like, this is cute.
You know, off
like,
the first date, like, this is not it.
Yeah, I know off the first date, like, if
Okay.
I'm gonna see you again. Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You like, I'm ready to find my man.
Yeah.
Your man might be out there. He might be out there. He might be watching this.
But I'll take a few tricks for now.
Sure. What do you think your ideal type of guy is? Like, what's your ideal? What you like?
Like, physically? Or
Both. Everything in general.
Okay, we're gonna have a long list.
Okay. Go ahead. Spill the tea.
I want him tall, and I don't want to get hate for this because my friends always talk, I'm the shortest of all my friends.
Mm-hmm.
I always talk about how I want like a super tall man. Like, I literally want to like look up to you like this. You know how Shaq and Hoops were?
Mm-hmm.
It doesn't have to be that tall, but like, I want to look up.
Exactly what you're saying.
Yeah. So definitely a nice chocolate man, and
Mm-hmm.
I want someone who like I like a little bit older, not crazy old,
Not crazy,
but I want
a
someone
little.
yeah, to teach me things. Like, I want to learn. I want somebody to like motivate me. I feel like in relationships I'm always like the motivator, the coach, and I still want to do that, but I definitely want somebody to
A
like,
leader.
yeah, I want a leader. I want a strong man. Yeah, lead me, lead the way.
Lead the way.
And obviously, like, I mean, I feel like this is just like, people take this the wrong way. Like, I'm not trying to be anybody's like gold digger. Like, I definitely want my own. But it's like,
Girl, speak your type.
I like a man with money. That is my type.
And that's
what are we gonna do?
This
wrong?
is the biggest topic today. There's girls who want
wrong?
that, and then maybe there's girls that don't care. But it's like, whatever that person like is.
If
what
you
they
don't
like.
care, you want to struggle.
Yeah.
You just want to
You
struggle.
think so?
Yeah.
Well, we're gonna get into that in a minute.
why are
We're
we
gonna get
dating?
more into this about 50-50 and everything too. That's our last question of the.
Oh,
so
50-50 is not my vibe.
we'll come back to this. We're gonna come back to this.
I'm not trying to take all of your money, but you need to have
You
it.
just want someone that can
I want
carry you as well. You want
security.
security. You don't want to be with someone who you feel like is struggling.
Yeah.
Okay.
Like, I feel like I can't. I gotta watch your pockets. Like, ooh, like, let's not do this because of this.
you don't have enough money for this. You can't do this. You want to just.
I don't want to be limited. We've already. That's good. Like, I've already experienced that. I know exactly what I'm a grown woman. I know exactly what I want.
You know what you
now.
want.
Yeah.
Okay.
What is your type?
I'm
more of a vibe.
I really vibe off energy heavy.
Yeah. That's where I'm at now with you know who and you want me to date them so bad. The vibe is there.
I want him for her.
wants.
Honestly, I think I'm more too on a spiritual thing to where I think too. Like, I want to be I want to be with who God wants for me, because I know when I'm with the person that God wants for me, it's gonna flow. So of course, you know, a relationship will have arguments. I mean, no relationship is perfect, but I feel like it's gonna flow how it should be. It's gonna be meant to be because that's who He sent for me.
Yeah.
So I think that's how I look now. But still into other things, like mentally, I think. I want someone who leads.
Yeah, it's all about mental at this point.
It is.
Like, physical is like what attracts you.
Attracts you,
it's
of
all
course.
about the mental. Like,
I
you
love
can be
some
all
dark skinned men though.
You can have money and be tall and dark skinned and still be trash.
You can.
So I like
You
yeah.
really
So
can.
it's really it is about the mental.
Yeah, outside of that dark skin, pretty teeth, all of that.
Oh my God, the teeth, please the teeth. I
It
can't
helps
handle a
me.
man with fucked up teeth.
Yeah, so dark skin, pretty ass teeth, can dress. Like, I love stuff like that.
Oh my God, please can dress. I'm a fashion girly. Like,
Please don't
actually say things. The one who you want me to be with, like, he's great. I actually really do. I love him. Like, we were friends first. I do love
She
him.
loves him, you guys.
I'm not necessarily in love. I'll be more specific, but I do love him as like a genuine.
You have
person.
love for him.
Oh, 1000%. Like, when we go out, like, he needs a little bit of like help, and that's okay. He encourages me to help him. So like,
You got it.
if you're wearing shorts that I don't like, or you're taking them off, We're not going
You can
outside.
get them together.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And I'm okay with
That
that.
doesn't matter.
He
I feel
receives it well. It's not in like a rude way. It's
like
it's
you
working.
can wear this around me.
Right, yeah, I'm not like that shallow.
So like I said, I like someone who can lead. I like someone who can motivate me because I have a brain and you know that shit's stressful. We all have different jobs and shit and it can be stressful. And I want someone that can literally, when I'm not my full self, I want someone that can pick me up.
Yes. Yeah.
Like pick me up, motivate me. And I think that's what I love about
like remind me, like
literally.
Yeah.
I think that's what I love about my person now because I feel like he really like when I'm down and at my low,
yeah.
I know to count on him to pick me up. He can be going through hella shit and he's still like, I got you. Like, I'm gonna make sure you're good too. And vice versa. Like, I'm gonna be the same way for him. So that's a major part for me. To really vibe so well. And I've never vibed with someone like this hard before. I don't feel like it's moving too fast. I feel like when it's meant to be, you know. Like, you know. And I've never felt like this about anyone ever.
Aww.
Ever.
I love that for you.
Everybody likes to put a time limit on certain things. You shouldn't get married to the year of knowing someone.
Yeah.
That doesn't matter. I feel like the time limit on everything is just so like, do what you feel. And if you feel like it's meant to be, why not go for it? Do you feel like that? Do you feel like you have you put a time limit on certain things you do with guys or?
Sex, yeah.
I mean, yeah, sex has its, like, you know.
But other
feel
than
like
that, like, no. I mean, I believe in, like, taking your time, like, get to know somebody. Like, if you get to know them and it's vibe and it's there, like, don't hold back. I don't necessarily put time frames on it, but I think it is just good to, like, see how things go. Just
at least flow with it.
Yeah, get to know the person.
So I can say that not too fast. I feel like we just flowing. We just vibing.
That's
honestly, I don't look
yeah.
at like too fast. It's just like we just really just vibing. It's just flowing like
Yeah.
it should be. Like we just getting deeper and closer to each other day by day, learning new things about each other gradually. Like
Yeah.
so yeah.
Amen.
Come to this 50-50. What do you guys say about it, sis? How you feel about 50-50? Cheers before this one?
Cheers.
I feel like you about to give the rundown. This is ready to jump. She's like, I need.
Girl.
What is
The
it?
structure days are over. I just feel like you be honest about what you want. Like everybody knows exactly what they want. They want to be spoiled. And I'm not talking about like, you can be spoiled in different ways. Like don't be shallow with it. Like I don't just want a bunch of handbags sitting here for me. I want to know like, okay, can we build? Can we buy a home together? Is your credit good? Can you help me sometimes? Like that type of security.
Yeah.
But I just feel like as a woman and you as a man, I want you to do those. I do.
You want like a leader.
I do. I want somebody to like really take charge. And I want you to want to do it too. I don't want to just like say that and you feel like you have to do it because I've experienced that. Like I've experienced men who just like actually really want to do it. And I've also experienced men who just feel like they have to do it. And that shows sometimes because then like it'll come out as like passive aggression sometimes. I just feel like you need to want someone who is like naturally that way, who naturally wants a provider.
Yeah.
And if you really want to get technical, like let's take it all the way back to like the days of times when people had not arranged marriages, but like suitors for marriage. Like what were the qualities they were looking for? I mean, we don't have to take it all the way back because some just got married for like money reasons. But like, it's okay to say you want it all. I don't only want a leader and a supporter and someone money. I want somebody who's great as a person, spiritually, mentally, physically. Be in the gym. I'm not gonna be in the gym more than you. I'm in the gym.
Want somebody in the gym too.
I'm in the gym 5 to 6 days a week. You need to be there too. And yeah, I'm gonna say I'm an 80-20 kind of girl.
80-20?
I think I'm 80-20.
And that's fair. So how do you feel about
It wasn't always like that.
I get for marriage that has that's 100%. So how do you feel about, because I think I look at it maybe a little differently.
Okay.
How do you look at it as only dating someone? Y'all not married, y'all move in together. Do you think that y'all should be doing 50-50?
I'm not moving in with someone that I don't.
That you not?
Well, actually, I don't know.
How do you look at it?
I don't know. I can't say that.
I think I
lived with
looked at
someone before and it wasn't.
It wasn't 50-50?
Oh, it was 50-50. I lived with someone and it was 50-50. And in my soul, like it was great. You know, I didn't even have a thought about it. That's when I was just like young and naive and I didn't really know my full worth. I just thought like that's how I had to be. And I didn't, but in my soul, I didn't like it. Like it didn't sit right with me that you know I'm a nail girly and you weren't paying for my nails at least once out of the whole relationship. Like thinking about that like upsets me these days. It's like,
really? You need to be on something else.
Yeah.
I get that.
So
I would love, if I move in with someone.
wait, you're saying if you
Only dating.
Only dating, do you expect them to like be the 80-20? Is that what your question was?
Yeah, or are you okay with 50-50? Only dating, not married.
How am I supposed to know you like me if you don't spend on me? No, that's the truth though. No,
I get that. I think I looked at it like, if we're only dating, say we're a year into dating, we move in. I think I look at like, ideally, of course, if the person comes into my life like, I'm paying for this and that, you ain't gotta worry, you just grind, you do what you do. Of course, ideally, I would love that. But if the circumstance is like, maybe they say they like, oh well, I feel like I really need to, I want to save for this for us, this for us, this for us. I'm down with it.
Yeah,
they're like, I want to
if
save
you're
for
including me in those plans. Yeah,
here,
living on your own here is crazy.
Insane. Cheers to
that.
us for
Cheers to
accomplishing that, because living here is not for the weak if you're by yourself. So back to 50-50, I feel like if you're in a pace to where you're trying to get your life together, you're wanting to save for us, a house in the future, this, XYZ, wedding, stuff like that, I'm with it. If I can do something, help my partner out to where we're married and we're good, we're set, and he's promising me that, like, you ain't gonna have to worry for nothing when we're married and stuff, I think I would be fine with it.
I agree with that. I think that's a good
one.
Like,
the age we're at now, I feel like we have so much pressure on each other. Like,
sure.
You have to, it's like, nowadays you gotta have your life together, you gotta have this, that. Of course, marriage now, I need you to take over.
Yeah, marriage take for sure.
You gotta take over, baby.
I do agree with that, but I also feel like that's fine if you're communicating that you want to save and do things and that for marriage, but like, words don't mean much. Like, I gotta actively see you saving, putting up. You want to do this for marriage? Okay, set up.
She's like, I need to see the receipts.
I need to see the receipts. Yeah, because don't just talk about it.
Yeah.
Because then on the other hand, like, I don't know, something about it just doesn't sit right with me to like be sleeping with someone and I'm like struggling. Not a relationship. That's where like the partnership and everything like that comes. Because I'm not supposed to fall short. If I'm with you, what do I have you for?
Yeah.
Not to say that's the only reason, but like, what do I actually like? What are you here for?
That's very true.
Yeah.
So, yeah. I think we're out of topics.
Cute wind down.
This is a cute wind down.
This is cute.
This is really cute.
Here for it.
Make sure that you like, comment, and subscribe. Make sure you go like, subscribe my girl on YouTube. What is it again?
It's Imani Wilson.
Make sure you go give her a subscribe too. And thank y'all for coming to our chit chat. We're gonna do this more often.
I know. This is chill.
This is chill. Okay, bye.